Hello and welcome to my final RTSL game of the season against Patrick Coty, aka Brashers. Now, this game isn't maybe most critical for the standings, given that I've already secured a victory in my division, but I'm still trying to pull an arsenal, namely win the league without a loss, and currently being able to do so, and only my current opponent standing in my way. So let's see. Reasonable hand. Factors is pretty nice as a headline, but I'm just a fan of the Purge. It's not as good in early war as it is in mid war, of course. And one other problem is that I don't have any good card to discard for blockade. But okay, let's hope he will not have it or decide not to play it. I'm personally not a fan of playing blockade on turn 1 as the Soviets. Oh, except when in combo with the Purge, of course. Right, so Purge and Pray will be the name of the game. With this setup, it's better not to go for a French influence, since, well, that will make Suez and the goal proportionally stronger to be played as events, and well, when he's purged, I want him to play as many cards as possible as ops. Okay, that's harmless. And that's ops instead of... Okay, also quite harmless. Now with Asia already scored, I will not go into Pakistan, I think. Especially since he might have in the Pakistani war. No reason to fuel that. So just a regular spread. I'll delay playing US Japan a little bit. Especially since, well, let's assume he has melee scoring. Not that I really believe that that's the case, but since, well, he has socialist governments, did not play it as a headline, despite how obviously good a headline that would have been. So I'm guessing no Europe. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now that just screams melee scoring. Screams. So, spread. And Arab-Israeli war is also a bit safer with this. So just wrapping up a little something. Okay, she should be considering a coup in Lebanon, of course. Yeah, that can be considered a successful coup. Now, normally I would have went into Libya, but since I hold Arab-Israeli war, I will simply go into Jordan. With Cambridge, I have nothing to hide. I'm an open book. Okay, full focus on the game now. So, I will need a coup somewhere. I'm guessing Vietnam, with Vietnam revolts. Unless he tries another coup, of course. That was a disturbingly high roll in Lebanon, by the way. Good thing he didn't have that in Iran. Okay, he's definitely thinking about the Middle East. I could go for Israel here, but no, don't have the ops for it. Okay, so far Petra's a bit useless. Oh, okay. Another coup in Iran, I guess. Egypt. And another lucky result for me. No coup in Vietnam then. Yeah, I got lucky. He rolled crap in in battlegrounds. Okay, let's see how is he with the wars. Yeah, I kind of have to give up Arab-Israeli. Then again, I won't get a coup this turn. So I am playing either Korean or Vietnam. Okay. One more, please. Goody, goody, good. That's a space. Even that worked. Lucky again. Okay, but that's just turn one. I had 2 ITSL games. Ooh. Okay, that's good news and bad news. Well, bad news obvious. Good news is that I'll be able to overprotect Thailand. And with defectors as my headline, I will also be able to protect France from any hostile takeover. Okay, that's one for sure. No. If you want more, give me the China card. Okay, so all in all, I actually didn't gain anything. Okay, 1 influence less in Lebanon from the purge. Interesting. Headline obviously unaffected. He rolled the 1 with the 3 up coups, so the fact that there were 2 up coups didn't matter. He played 2 1-ups and 1 more scoring, and well, this glorious headline. Sorry, this glorious coup in Lebanon. Right, I have the goal, pretty great hand, can't complain, but just in case he has something, yeah, I'll need to defect it. That's just too bold, my friend. Come on, you have to expect defectors on turn 2. That's just mandatory. Now he coups for Panama, I guess. He could flip Thailand here. And that's a slight nuisance because I would have to coup in reply. Since I wouldn't have any good ops placement, I'm definitely not giving him both talent and mid-ops from a coup and potentially Panama. Okay, since he did not headline Europe, might not have it. Oh, right, he might be worried about me grabbing this. Okay, yes, that's sad, but unavoidable, I guess. Wow. Okay, that works, I guess. Okay, if he has Europe, he's definitely dumping it now, or if you're planning it, of course. Which would have been a nuisance. I really want to get rid of both Suez and the Gulf. Or at least Suez. Yeah. Or at least the Gulf. Yeah, the Gulf is my direct interest. But then, no. Okay, I'm holding the Gulf. I'm not letting him into France. Okay, Asia is slightly problematic here. Okay, can't count on him not getting decal, so let's slowly prepare. Alright, he has containment. So, and he might have 5-year plan. So I'm better off playing NATO now. No need to rush with West Germany. Missed that. Okay, now the moment of truth. Some diesel fuel, no doubt. One. Okay, I need a draw in Asia. For I guess I'll settle for India, however risky that might be. Waiting for containment. Unless it is 5-year plan, of course. But that would have been quite surprising. That's annoying. That's truly annoying. And he even gets a draw in Europe on account of Yugoslavia. Yeah. That's guaranteed as necessary, and I guess one more into France. Just for socialists. Okay. I got Dista, which is awesome. Middle East, can't complain. Socialists we have seen already, so that's not a great problem. Europe, I'm guessing he will headline it. Hey, I would love to get one more from Iraq, but alas. Yeah, I do have a better headline in the form of independent rats. Right, of course. Unless 5-year plan, but he also has Truman, so I'll get some value from that. Have we seen 5-year plan? No, so if he doesn't headline Europe, he might not. He is pretty safe still. But independent rats for the future. I can see the value in that. Of course, there's that. Okay, Yugoslavia, I think, for better Brasher protection of Italy. Okay, the usual moment of truth. And the usual failure of the luck involved. Yeah. Maybe I should have went for a cheaper draw in Asia with Malaysia and Indonesia. That's still a 4. Okay, he has Marshall, definitely, so no use spending China in North Korea. If he... Alright, a little something here. Still roast crap on coups. Okay. Now, Algeria and Iraq are mandatory, and that's my mandatory 3-up for it. If he has Asia, well, alas. I'm guessing Dista will be my hold card. Since it's kind of unsafe to risk salting it. Now, one good thing from the Pakistani war is that I can now safely ignore Asia. I mean, I'm not getting a draw here anytime soon. Need to dump Middle East, Space Fidel. Take, what's that, Mexico. Walk into Nigeria. Maybe on last AR break North Korea, but I think not. It's quite aggressive, by the way, my opponent, with all these European breaks. But I'll be quite a bit ahead still. 11 minus mill-ups, that's 9. That's generous. Unusually so. What is he going to do with it? I mean, I don't see a place. Oh, South Korea, right. That is a good place for such investment. Okay, Cambridge. Free to play. Space versus space. Okay, so 7 ahead. Still ignoring Asia. Yeah, I haven't even grabbed these 3. That's 5, 6. Better to focus on better paying regions. Luckily my opponent is sort of blocked in his further attempts. I mean, he can play in Southeast Asia, of course, but nothing more than that. No, sir. Not in the Pakistani war. Oh, it's a nuisance. Really? Giving me meal-ups? Like this? Okay, if he rolls in non-battlegrounds, like this, and I roll like I do, then I guess, well, it's justified. Yeah, he got good value for this. Really good value. I got 2 VPs, so I can't complain very much. Yes, okay, that's annoying. I'm over by my opponent, which I consider to be likely a mistake. Paid off. Okay, I'm going to risk leaving Europe not fully taken care of, but alas, I believe that necessary. Africa. The perch is so lovely though. Okay, Deco still will not get him the domination. No, but I love the purge. I mean, purging the Soviets and purging them again is just awesome. Okay, gunman nuisance as always. Besides, yeah, I might need to play the China card this turn. With the purge, it's even good value. I'll just take North Korea. Sadder thing is that with the purge, yeah, never mind. I thought that an African coup would be guaranteed, but now it's not so. I think I'll still have to spend the China card though. Okay, a low coup, so sadly in Africa, no. And he actually got one. Okay, just securing a dome. think I can risk leaving Europe not fully attended. With my position against France and Europe already having been scored, that's a risk I can take. Okay. Maybe I should have protected France instead of that, and later queued Saharan states. Right, he's going for a coup. I'm going for one as well. No value from special since I have just played NATO. He did have Central. I do have Africa. Now that is a nuisance. Okay, my hold cards are definitely gunmen, but okay, I need to redirect his attention somewhere. That somewhere is Asia. With North Korea taken, I'll probably be able to afford playing Korean War, and Nixon will just grab it back for me. Although I am banking quite heavily here on being able to dump all these bad cards to Mr. Kennedy. Oh, possibly Quagmire, to be frank. Yeah, sadly I need to spend everything here. Or maybe... Right, if he goes for Iran and Iraq, I think I'll take Iran still. No. Okay, Libya is worth quite a bit as well. Besides, it's also very important just to keep him from expanding in South America. Especially since with Asia and Southeast Asia like it is. Yeah, that smells like a scoring. Okay, I'll need the China card back, thank you. Okay, I'll give up the Korean War then. Crap. Okay. Got lucky here. Okay, and got a bit lucky again with Mr. Kennedy and loads of crap I've got. So, Cuban, I guess, is the weapon of choice. Asia will hurt horribly. There is no way around that. Actually, I could dump the gunman. In that case. Maybe hot can, but no, Southeast Asia is still 3. Okay, insta win. And arms race is 3. Don't have a 4th. Mhm. Okay, if he doesn't have Asia, I might try for the insta-win. Alright, before I do, how many war cards are in the game? Okay, Arab-Israeli war is still in it. So that's enough to use Kennedy first. OPEC. Okay, Panama first. Just in case he wanted to go big into Uruguay. Ah, damn it, South America. Okay, at least if he scores it now for a solid 4, I'll take Panama for my trouble. Ah, yeah, he had it, so never mind about the fast win. Arms race doesn't matter as much anymore. But no. I need France, unless he might want to start an ops race there. And that I cannot afford. I need a moment for Mr. Kennedy. Okay, things to do. Get mill-ups. Get arms race. Value. Okay, time for Kennedy. Yeah, I want gunman out for good. Again, liberation theology. Nah. No Asia, please. Good. Okay, Camp David will need to be evented. By the way, from the outstanding scorings, it's only Asia. So I'm not very certain about my play. I mean, if it wasn't for Southeast Asia, I would not have done it, damn it. Camp David doesn't need to be evented, I guess. Right, he could just keep breaking stuff here. Status of socialists. By the way, I have been known to lose games with an advantage like this. Especially soon as well. Asia will take it to 5. That's not much. Yes, I am too confident here, definitely. Then again, he's providing value for me. Quite a bit of it. That's 17. Problem is, I have absolutely no way, with one small step gone, to get last 3. Alliance also gone. Ah, maybe Salt. Right, that's one way. Probably only way. Right, I need to unburden my hand. Next turn might be difficult. Might be or will be. Yeah. No way to get him. Summit might get me 1. In good conditions, it will get me 1. I mean, I'll have a disadvantage in Asia, but draw in South America, but advantage everywhere else. But no way to get that one last missing piece. And of course he has a 3 VP space attempt at hand. A chair would have been a big nuisance here, cutting me off from Nigeria, which I had neglected to take. By the way, but okay, I have colonials, so if he doesn't hurry up with it, still might be in time, but I guess he will hurry up with it. Whoa, okay. The odds of getting it in Thailand aren't high. But I guess I'll have to try. It was dumb. Yes, that's how optimism dies, friends. And it's still stole ABM, so Mr. Big Spender, Venezuela. That's what I needed, by the way. Yeah, that doesn't really give me anything. And no way I'm risking summit with this situation in South America as well. Right, maybe I should have kept Kennedy. I probably would have in a normal state of mind. But I'm too focused on trying to win instantly. Right, Asia will not get better, and Brazil is more or less lost as well. Okay, gotta think about the hold card here. Decal sounds right. So liberation goes to space. Damn it, that was really dumb. Optimistic and dumb. What I was trying to do. Yeah. And it cost me South America. And this great draw, even if wasted with a roll of 1 on Argentina. Would have kept. Okay, at least he missed all that. Okay, space first. Especially since another roll of 1 was in the queue. And the game begins anew. Okay. That slap in the face was necessary, I guess. Now, I need to protect Europe, since socialists are still in play. Okay, that's unexpected. Yeah, but can't really do much about it, can I? Not like I can break something. I mean, could use how I learned, but what would I do? Okay, time to cut access. At least he missed that. Okay, that needs to be overprotected. Some access in case of Muslim revolution needs to be maintained. And my position would have been pretty awesome if it wasn't for this screw up. Okay. I'm guessing he doesn't suffer much because of this. Right, Liberation Theology, right, I just spaced it, so that's not a threat. Junta. That's a threat. Okay, he's realigning 1. Okay, I guess I'll just grab the other one. The man with Junta, he got Brush War. Socialists as well. Okay, Junta is the obvious headline, of course. Annoyingly, he could just do a double realign here. And I expect he'll start with Brush War, with Panama being a very juicy target. Okay, if I lose this game, it was because I was pretty much asking for it. That's annoying. still need to lower the Afghan. Okay, Tehran definitely an event. Puppets as well. Tico is space, social is our play. Because I don't have enough stuff to risk quagmiring myself. In a still great position, nonetheless. That's reasonable. Okay. So, realignment, protection. To bet I'll be able to hold East European unrest for longer. The Quagmire is a good hold, in case I draw Gunman, which I failed to. Brashers is premature here. It does get him that is true. But that was a good realignment target, and now I can try to realign Cuba. And Chile is a decent secondary, and that's played after all. That's not my only playable 3-up. But Cambridge is the coup card. So the only playable 3-up it is. Worked. The others did not. Glad to see that's gone. Okay, I've got a moment. I need to remember about blockade still being in play, as I recall. Mission Envy, right, he holds Mission Envy. Held Mission Envy. He keeps missing those, doesn't he? Okay, let's see what Tehran has to say. Yes, we really don't like you, my friend. That's acceptable. That needs to go. ABM is a game changer. I have an advantage. I don't want to see a game changer. Okay, I guess I need to coup first, because that's an obligation he knows about. And these are dangerous. Argentina, I'm guessing. Okay, one bit awful. That's 0. Come on, don't be rude. Damn it. Shit. That last roll. That last row made a mess. So puppets will need to be the coup, I guess. Good call, and unfortunately lucky enough, just lucky enough. Okay, let's make it a little bit difficult, at least. And with socialists, I'll just need to break something. Funny, considering that South America could have been an easy draw had I only used ABM for a regular coup, as I should have. I shouldn't have rushed to a victory here. Should have crawled. Like rabbit and hare. That's weird. I didn't expect had caused a conundrum to my enemy with that move. Not reasonable. Sadly, I don't have the proper card to take advantage. So, coup time. Sucked. And I'm afraid I won't be able to do anything here. Other than fixing this crap. And only with one. I need overprotection in Europe from Reformer. Okay, still ahead, but not by much. He has 2 regions with big money. I have one with big money, but I bought a one. Africa. Okay, that's acceptable, I guess. Middle East and War Games. Could headline Middle East. Probably will, if a Muslim revolution doesn't make a big enough mess. And if he has Iranian hostage crisis. Yeah, I think that's safe enough, even if he steals the domination here. But no, shuttle diplomacy is active. I get a domination no matter what here. I think. Okay, an IBM in coup into Jordan, but yeah, I doubt that. So that won't happen. Iran-Iraq war. Still won't steal my domination, but might impair it. Didn't. Okay, I assume he'll coup, because he is a bit behind, and War Games will finish this ignominious game on my part. In which I really embarrassed myself at least twice. First by going on this dumb optimistic talent coup. Okay, that was the second. And first I think was not accepting the price for Mr. Kennedy to stay with me to another turn. Well, thanks for the game. And that's it for my RTSL season, and that was a lesson I thoroughly needed before my tomorrow's games. I have Game 3 against Marco DeSantis and Game 2 against Thomas Coverdale in ITSL and OTSL respectively. So cheers, saying good thoughts about me and my chances, and see you later.